Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee or a delicious menu item while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Come by and say hello to Maui. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
Hi everyone, Daphne Lage here. Join Nita Lanning and me on the Ragin' to the Vlogs show, where we talk about everything, nothing, and all the bits in between. Looking for hour-long conversations about indie comics, social media marketing, and crowdfunding, with the occasional rant and story time? Head on over to the Ragin' 2 channel on YouTube, Mondays through Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern to join in the chat.
Hit the button.
And good evening, everybody. I am RJ Carter, Senior Managing Editor here at CriticalBlast.com. I do other stuff too. I don't feel like going into it. I'd much rather drink my hard root beer and talk with our guest tonight. And apparently, when the show's over, I've got to relearn StreamYards all over again because, hot darn, they're changing it all over the place again. I just noticed while playing our videos that we play, and if you have a 15-second stinger for your project, please send it in to us. We'll be glad to throw it into the rotation until your project has fulfilled, or at least funded is what I should say. I say fulfilled a lot because that's my favorite word. But now when you play those videos, they not only tell you on the video how long it is, but also where you're at in the playing of it, so you can get ready to queue up your next one. So you don't have to say, I think it's right around here that it starts a new one if you want to transition smoothly. Very, very nice. It also it does that on top of the little video icon, and it also does that here in this big square. You get a little blue bar, goes right across the bottom, and you can tell right when it's done. So kudos to StreamYards, always improving the product. Background, high school, 3 years of Latin, National Latin Honor Society, 1 year, of course, of classical literature, which pretty much involved both ancient mythology. Same teacher, so we got all the Roman words used in the vocabulary lessons there. Thank you, Mr. Ed Simpson, Vale me magister. And that is why I am super excited and kind of geeking out inside to review and talk about SPQR's Bizarre Adventures. SPQR, of course, found engraved on many Roman structures. It stands for the Senate and the Roman People, or Senatus Populusque Romani. And with us tonight to talk about that, we have Mr. Michael Oden, the Embrace himself. Michael, welcome to the show.
Wow, what an intro. Thank you very much, RJ. How we doing, man?
You know what? I'm just getting started. But by the bottom of the bottle, we'll know. This is like, I bought this because I was like, I usually buy like some a shandy or a Red's Apple Ale. I'm okay. I'm kind of girly like that. I guess I like the fruity flavored beers.
It's all right.
I like the Bud Light Orange, you know. Well, they didn't have it, and I started to get the Reds, and I saw this Not Your Father's root beer. I'm like, I like root beer. This is like this much root beer and this much rum. It's like a rum and Coke, but it's a rum and root beer.
Oh wow.
5.9% alcohol per volume, so it's serious stuff. It's stronger than your average beer. First time I had one, I started a show, and I'm like, this is a sipping bottle. This is not a guzzling bottle like my beers are. But hopefully I won't fall out of my chair. We don't need that. Well, sure, why not?
It's okay. It's okay. If it does happen, we'll probably just uptick your view count. We'll be good.
Yeah, I might get double digits finally.
Oh, goodness.
We do have Arrogant Ape in the chat ready to get bizarre, and that's what we're going to do.
Arrogant Ape has been like an all-star supporter of this campaign, man. He is there for it. He loves this so much. He might like this book more than I do. I created it.
You've had this thing up for how many days now? You got 18 days left, so it's about what, half a month in?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going by what they show here.
Okay. Then it must have just gotten to 18. Whatever.
You crossed that mark. But yeah, 72% of the goal. I watched it go up some this afternoon, so I can't count that. Let's just refresh it, just so we have a number to start with here. So that in case it goes up, we'll know it was us. 2620 out of 3,600. We need 980 more to go, folks. So.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. That's all she wrote. I know that a lot of people are waiting for payday, so I'm hoping Friday I can get some people coming in and what have you. Really bump these numbers up and get us across the threshold, because it would be nice to also obviously get funded. But like my real goal for this, like the 3,600, that gets us to pay for everything and make sure that everything is taken care of. But like the real goal here is to build up like a war chest to begin production on other books. And we don't really get a sizable war chest going until we hit like 8-9K. So like if I can get to 8,000, I'll be very happy. On top of that, all of my previous books have hit that. So that's what I'm really gunning for. We had a really solid start, and then a certain mainstream creator gone indie launched his mailing list for his second book and completely derailed all the hype that I had built. But it's all good. It's all good. We're going to come back.
You can't schedule around people because everybody's doing something. There's so many.
I know, man. There's just so much shit going on. But I did end up getting a little bit of an ace up my sleeve here to bring in a whole other market. If you go to our updates on the campaign.
Let's do that. Boom. What do we got?
So we had two updates today. So let's scroll down really quick, actually, before we get to this one. This update is far more important. SPQR's Bizarre Adventures art is 100% complete. It is done.
Yes.
The letters are over halfway complete. I've been sending SK revisions so that the goal is to have a working print file here in the next week and get it to a printer and have a physical proof in my hand before the 30 days are over.
That's the ideal. I mean, I know that, some people have to get the money before they can pay for the art. If you can pay for the art first and then risk it, even better. Riskier, but better.
So the page that we have here was the final page that she did. She had done some initial pages for me when we were starting, and then she really came into her own doing this Iraqi style. I was like, I have to redo these pages. And so this was the final page revision that she did, and it's freaking glorious. It's
Look
so
at those flying
cool.
fists. It's awesome. So that's actually her name, SK. I thought you were talking about SK Jones or something. But
SK is our letterer. Her name is Kari. The artist is Kari.
Okay.
SK is our letterer. And he's going through and he's lettering the book. I've been hitting him up. Literally, I'm fairly certain that SK, if he ever hears me say the words, "You need to insert kanji here" again, he might murder me. Because the amount of times that's been an edit, it's like yes, must insert kanji here.
Okay, I'm not a mangaka. I know that word. So what does it mean to insert kanji?
Kanji are effectively automatopoeia.
Okay.
Their tone, so kanji is like Japanese characters, but in JoJo specifically, when intense stuff happens, they have special kanji that shows up that's derivative to JoJo.
Okay.
You have to have it if you're doing a JoJo homage. So if you when we look at the campaign, I'll point it out there. But when you look at the book and what have you, you'll see little Japanese characters popping up in intense moments and everything. And so that's what I'll be he'll send me a lettered page. I'll be like, this looks great. You need to add kanji here, here, and here. And here are some references.
Technically, it is letters, just in a different language. So only $1,000 away, and yes, the art's complete. So that's you will have a complete book by the time this campaign has run its course, I'm sure.
Yep.
Just
the only thing that will need to be done outside of this is is the finishing up of the recolor of Elysian Fields, Pyramid Gambit, and he's already over halfway through that, so that's not going to take long.
Cool.
But this was the big announcement here for today as well. We have partnered up with the YouTube channel Pax Romana. I sponsored his most recent video, and he is now promoting SPQR's Bizarre Adventure. Pax Romana is literally one of the chief inspirations for this. It was his merchandise that gave me the idea, because he had a JoJo reference JoJo reference Cato the Elder shirt with Carthago Delenda S in JoJo letters, and then the Cato the Elder bust drawn JoJo style. And I was just like, this is amazing.
So you had to tell the Caesar crossing the Rubicon story in JoJoisms.
Yes. Well, that was the whole point, is that I saw that and I just started giggling to myself because I hadn't slept in 3 days. And so I did a little doodle of Julius Caesar with a stand, and I did one of Pompey as well, and then I posted them up to Twitter, and within minutes I was getting messages like, "You're gonna make that happen, right?" And so then I was just like, "Okay, I guess I am."
Right. I have watched one episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it was the newest season when JoJo was a woman. And I get
Jolene.
It's a different JoJo
Jolene
generation.
Cujo. Yeah.
So I know absolutely nothing about this show. I've seen preview clips on Netflix, I've said that looks really bizarre.
Yes, that's
which
the point.
lives up to his name.
Fucking wonkers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I saw the preview for the previous season, and I don't know. There was a girl in bed, like hospital bed, not like sultry in bed, and yet at the same time she was talking to her father about her panties while JoJo was standing. I'm like, what? What is going on here?
That sounds about right, man. JoJo is wild. And I like, it's really funny because JoJo is everything that gets. What's up, Neff? Oh boy. Oh, I really want to spoil the surprise. No, I can't. Anyways,
Surprise?
yeah, I can't do it.
Doesn't have anything to do with Weeb Have, does it?
Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with Weeb, but it does have something to do with Neff.
Oh.
I gotta keep my secret.
Is this the secret you told me before the show? Because I'll keep my mouth shut too.
Yes, it is the secret I told you from before the show. So the brilliant thing about JoJo is that it's really funny because it's everything that gets anime made fun of, and it just completely steers into the skid. It just the first season's a little bit dry and slow. A lot of people have issues getting through Phantom Blood. But you have to watch it. It provides so much important context, and it's super short. It's only like 8 episodes, and each episode's 30 minutes. So like I straight up tell people to just power through it. You need the context because it's important later on. And then JoJo doesn't really become JoJo until part 2. And like there is a scene where the main character pulls out a Tommy gun and just starts it just appears out of nowhere. He didn't have one 1 second ago, and now he has a Tommy gun and just lights somebody up.
It's in his pocket.
You're just like, I fucking love this. It's so great.
I guess I'll have to check it out. I mean, their whole thing is that they can control their blood, and like Bloodline from the Flash, I guess.
So like the way that it works, so JoJo initially starts off and they're using this like breathing fighting technique called Hamun, and then he completely ditches it in part 3 and creates this whole new concept of stands. And that's where like Stardust Crusaders, which is like the iconic JoJo, which is what this book is predominantly based around, completely redid what JoJo was and redefined it. And everything since has been stand user versus stand user, and it's just crazy ass fun.
I keep hearing this used also, even prior to you saying it right here, JoJo stand. I'm like, oh, these are super fans, but you're not saying stand, you're saying stand with a D at the end. What's that? What are you talking about here?
So like a stand is effectively an ethereal construct tied to the stand user's soul.
Oh.
And it has a special. Every stand has its own like special abilities and what have you. Think of it like you have an ethereal ghost superhero on that's attached to you, and if whatever damage it receives, you receive, and vice versa.
Okay, so this is a Patronus.
Yeah, effectively.
Okay. Oh, Tatsunami, thank you so much for the 20 Swiss francs. Appreciate it. Use it wisely. Beer money. You got it. I will not let you down. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Arrogant Ape says Stardust though had some of his favorite moments. All right. Well, you know what? I just finished Better Call Saul, so I'm ready to start binging something from the beginning, and it might as well be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Absolutely do it. As I said, literally just do an episode a day for Phantom Blood for the first week, because if you think you can do more, awesome. But Phantom Blood is a bit slow. I personally love it, but like I totally get why a lot of people don't.
Expecto stand. Hey, Harry Potter was speaking Latin, so we're back to the SPQR aspect of it all.
But yeah, so we speaking of the Latin, we did get that we got that Pax Romana partnership, and they did a fantastic job advertising it to their community. That video is already nearing 1,000 views, and
cool.
people are talking about it. So hopefully we can get some of those guys, some of his fan base in on the campaign. I really think that they're gonna just have a blast.
So obviously you're playing fast and loose with history here.
Yes, of course.
but you know, how closely are you to the actual story? Where and this is if I'm
the
reading
setting's accurate.
Yeah, not so accurate. It's sort of like a
conflict are their names are right.
okay. So,
Like
so this is, Yakia Yaktim Est. I rolled a natural 20. I'm crossing the Rubicon.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's kind of the fun of this, man. It's like, versus like you look at Julius Caesar there, and he looks like the whole point is to make him effectively Jotaro. And same thing with Pompey. We wanted to make him Dio, so they look like young guys. But like Caesar, by the time that he's crossing the Rubicon, is like 51 years old. And Pompey's his peer. They're middle-aged dudes.
Yeah,
but that's not gonna look cool.
No, it wouldn't. Well, I don't know. I think it isn't Wall Might middle-aged, or is he a young dude too?
All Might is kind of ambiguous as to what age he is. They never really addressed it.
I left the key to the stream under the back mat. Michael, and the neighbors have come in. Pops,
What's
Pops,
up,
what do you got to say, man?
What's up, RJ? What's up, Oden?
Just talking SPQR, man.
I have not seen Oden I've seen Oden in a while, but I haven't seen Oden on my show in a while. So I figured
I haven't ever seen him, period.
It's not my fault, Pops. You keep scheduling these things when I have shit going on. The last time you scheduled one of these, I was on a family vacation.
Okay, but now look, Pops does special editions at any time at the guest's convenience. You just got to get with me and say, yo, Pops, man, let's do something Thursday night. I'll be like, okay, let me check my calendar. I got you. Anytime, bro. I got you.
I got you, man. It's just been weird coming back into things. I feel like I have to I feel like every single time that I step away to go handle personal stuff or fulfill a book, I come back and a nuclear bomb has gone off and it's going through fucking.
Michael's still going through PTSD from the embrace.
God, the fulfillment of that. But I did an update on that campaign today to let people know what was going on with the last little bit of fulfillment, and I described it as a comedy of errors where Murphy's Law has hit us at every turn like a runaway ice cream truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally been like, oh, cool. Another thing another mishap.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I'll let you know tomorrow when the house catches fire and we have to replace.
Yeah, no shit. It's like oh, cool, great. The last books. That's awesome. Let me go cry.
For anybody wondering, the reason you haven't got your books yet for the Embrace, for those who haven't, and you're a very small minority because almost everybody's got it, is because you ordered a signed book and the signed books are not here yet. So I can't ship you what I ain't got.
And the international backers, I addressed that as well, because we don't want to ship, because there are certain international backers with signed stuff or art or things like that, and we want to be economical about it because it's been hell. But
if we split it up, 2 shipments to Europe, that eat everything up. So we're holding it all for 1 shipment to Europe and then done.
Yeah, I have all kind of faith in RJ. He's handling our fulfillment as well.
Oh yeah, no,
But,
RJ's good people.
I was just gonna
Get confused
come out
sometimes.
here and say hi, Mike. I wasn't gonna like try to steal anybody's time or anything, but you're more than welcome to hit me up. We'll set you up, get you out on the
Absolutely, man.
madness. You know. Hi everybody in the chat. Thank you, RJ. I'll be in touch. Things are back on track, obviously.
Oh, cool. Good.
So, yeah, man. CromCon is filled though, so there ain't no spots left for nobody. Just like always.
I'll be there.
One
I'll be
day.
there Saturday afternoon, man, for my slot. So
Yeah, and Saturday night you can pop in too during the Cromniverse Roundtable if you want.
sounds cool, man. All right.
Peace.
Thank you, Pops.
You bet.
See ya. Yeah. This is like, the 50s sitcoms, where you got the wacky neighbor who knows how to come through the kitchen door. we'll be talking, and in comes Pops. That's okay. I do the same thing to him on his stream sometimes too. I'm like, oh, this sounds like a fun chat. I'm going to pop in.
Yeah, it's always that's one of those things, man. Is some of these shows you got people that'll just pop on, and it's always fun.
Yeah, I used to do a live stream with an open mic where I would just throw the link out in the chat. I learned not to do that anymore. Things can get a little bit
nightmare.
Oh, yeah,
that sounds that literally sounds like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, every time somebody pops up and you're like, I don't know this person, let them in, and then you're just like hovering over their icon the entire time, because as soon as you say hello and they start to say something, they're gonna flip to some video of something horrible happening, and you got to get it off there fast. Never fails. So how quickly did it take you to find the artist with this style that you wanted? Had you worked with them before on stuff?
I had not. This was actually just one of those things where you find lightning in a bottle. So Avery Ferdinand, who's also involved with this campaign, because he's the colorist that I've brought on for Elysian Fields, and he's remastering the books. He works with a lot of manga style artists, right? Like I see him do color commissions because he'll post up progresses and everything on his Facebook and what have you. So I figured if there was one person that I knew of that could probably get me pointed in the right direction, it was him. So I hit him up, and with it, not even any hesitation, he just goes, "You need to reach out to Kari Salviejo and talk to her. I guarantee you she can do this."
Oh, she nailed it. She nailed the style perfectly.
Oh yeah, she's incredible. And her ability to turn out work is insane. We're talking about on average a page a day.
Oh, that is good. So that's like, how many pages is this book going to be?
It's 25.
Okay. First issue of a series?
It's so this was initially going to be a one-time ash can kind of deal. We have built up a lot of hype, and so there's probably going to be more SPQR. It won't necessarily have Julius Caesar in it, because the whole point of JoJo is that each part is a different JoJo. So the whole point with SPQR will be each SPQR will be a different Caesar.
I'm here for Caligula. You let me know when that happens.
Dude, I was literally talking about this. People were asking me what follow up, do you have any plans for other ones? And I have two ideas for two different stories. And the first one, and it's probably the one that I'm going to do next if and when I do another one, is Caligula fighting a war against Neptune.
Oh, jeez. So definitely not historical there, since we're bringing the actual guys.
Actually, it is, because that is one of the crazy ass things that Caligula did. He declared a war on Neptune and sent his legions out to stab the ocean and collect seashells as Bounty.
I do remember that story. Oh my God.
So it actually does have historical application. I am just going to JoJo the fuck out of it. And it's going to be awesome because Caligula is going to be the JoJo. And so it's going to be a very rare instance where Caligula is not the crazy one.
Yeah, because I'm one of those people who saw the movie, the one that was produced by Penthouse, that was the only, I guess, legitimate porn film that was not a porn film. Oh God, who was in that? Was that Judi Dench?
Maybe.
No. Now I got to look it up. Actors in Caligula. But
yeah. Oh, so remember how I was talking about kanji?
yes, I see some here.
You see these symbols there? That's kanji.
Yes. I was getting ready to ask about that. Helen Mirren, that's who was in Caligula. You learned something tonight, children. Now, I do love this. I love that. The narrative is standard English. The names are traditional Latin.
Yes.
This is Julius Caesar.
Yes. I even made sure that the U's are V's.
Yes. If you start with a V, it's a W. But
if it's in the middle of
it's all
the
coming
word,
back to me.
Yeah. I've been annoying SK with those too, because he'll keep typing out Julius. He'll have the I there, but he'll do a U, and I'm like, IVLIVS.
Yes.
And he just goes, damn it.
It's like, I'm thinking, boy, it's 50 minus 4 plus 4, so it's 50, with an S on it. Because that's how the Roman numerals worked, right? If there's a smaller number on the side, on the left of a bigger number, you're subtracting it. If it's on the right side, you're adding it. So 4 from 50 plus 4. Yeah. Oh, Roman numeral math was a bitch.
Yes, it was. That's why they were terrible at it. That's why they let
and they had
handle that shit.
No concept of zero either. So
no. Also, no word for yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought sick was yes.
Nope. There are a lot of things that are like affirmatives, like recognizing things. I think the closest thing to a yes is itawero. But like,
that's a long word for yes.
No, yes.
Oh, nullus for no.
But yes, nullus for no. No yes.
Very pessimistic people. They just always said no. There was no yes. It was like, you were told to do something, you either did it or you said no and died.
Yes, I get. And so this page right here is actually where you get the alea iacta est. That's what Caesar's saying on this page.
That's where he's saying the die is cast.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, history world. Julius Caesar's being rewritten as a JoJo stand user.
The only thing that would make this more weebish is if he was like throwing out a 20-sided die. The die is cast. It's a nat 20. Plus 5 for charisma. I love these battle scenes. I mean, look at the speed lines everywhere.
Yep.
This
must have more speed lines.
They're in motion the whole time, and not just speed lines, blurred body. I'm sure there's a manga technical term for that style to show that, but it's a blur, and so the lines are blurred. This is freaking awesome here. And he missed. He just glanced in. It's a
JoJo reference that happens. I literally spent 2 weeks rewatching the fight between Jotaro and Dio from Stardust Crusader and getting the manga so that I could compare how Araki handles the story beats in his manga versus how it's displayed in the anime, and picking key moments to homage in SPQR. And so this is one of them.
So this is a big Easter egg hunt.
Yeah,
in
that's the beautiful thing. If you've seen JoJo, you're going to, that Leonardo DiCaprio meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where he's sipping the beer, he's pointing at the TV, he's like, ah, that's going to be you the entire fucking book. If you've never seen JoJo before, it's okay. It is just ridiculous, over the top action that just has fun with how stupid it is. So, I do want to address something in the chat. So George Peter Gotsis is asking no digital. I don't generally do digital tiers. Every backer gets a digital copy of the book for whichever book that they get, but especially on Indiegogo, I've found that the digital tiers, they just don't move. It wasn't worth the trouble of setting it up. And at that point, I'm just like, there's a collector market. There are plenty of people who would rather just be able to not open their book. So I give them the digital tiers. I give them a digital copy of the book when they purchase. But the good news is that the shipping on all of these are very reasonably priced. I use none other than RJ Critical Blast here, and your shipping costs pay for obviously shipping supplies such as Gemini mailers and everything like that, as well as priority shipping, because Media Wet Mail was very mean to me during the Embrace, and we won't go there.
Yeah. Well, only one got really damaged, but wow,
I'm talking about the 15 that went AWOL for a week.
Yeah. and what happened, folks, was that I had a box out there with like 15 packages in it, and then the top 2 packages on top of that were international shipments. So the post office sent the entire box to the international port in New Jersey where it sat, and they're like, international, what are we doing with these? I don't know, shove them in a corner. And it wasn't until I told the post office, stolen mail, start looking, that I said, this one, find this one, you'll find the others. They found the others, and all of a sudden things started moving again. In fact, my phone is blowing up right now because of all the stuff I shipped today is getting scanned somewhere in Fayetteville, Arkansas now, as it's going through the nightly shuffle. So I know where they're at. My battery is always like draining just because of the shipping, all that. Yeah, but he's already doing digital, just not charging for it. You have to buy the book. George and Robert Roberts are 2 of our main digital users. Both of them had no space and have no place to keep books any longer, so they've got to go digital. So they're my big digital askers each time.
And George, if you're really dead set on digital, you let me know which one of these books you want digital, and then we'll figure something out. But
I know his answer. His answer is everything. He always wants which one do I back to get everything. So
we'll figure that out. To me, when I did my first campaign, for Elysian Fields issue 0, I had a digital tier, and I don't even think that we had 20 people get it out of 400. George says all of them. Okay. We'll figure that out. I'll hit me up on Twitter, or even send me a message through the campaign, and we'll figure that out. I'll tell you how much to donate to the campaign, and I will get that set up for you.
Get him a secret tier.
Yeah. Anyways, so if I can talk, goodness gracious, this campaign. So, speaking of tiers, our featured tier here is a package of elite culture. I realize how crazy everything is in the world right now, but I try to make sure that when I do a tier like this, that you get the best value that you possibly can, without it obviously hurting me. So I worked very hard to make sure that this tier would not break $100. And you get for $85, you get all 4 versions of the book. You get an Embrace t-shirt, you get the 3 mini prints from the previous campaigns, and you get a metal print of the characters colored by Xevious. That's also the art on the box. And you get a 10 by 9 by 4 collector's box.
Yes. And if anybody wants to know what these boxes look like that aren't,
dude, Arrogant Ape missed it. How did you miss it, dude? I tagged you. Hold on. Arrogant Ape is asking, has the JoJo reference tier always been there? And I just haven't noticed till now. No, I posted that up. I had that brilliant idea about like a week ago, and I posted it up, and I made sure to tag you in it. But yeah, you can get yourself your own personalized cover of the book where you're drawn as a JoJo stand user. Fully colored. Yeah.
This is the texture and size of these boxes we're talking about here. I'm assuming it's the same size box.
No, it's not. It's bigger.
It's bigger. I'm going to have bigger boxes to put these bigger boxes in.
It's 10. It's 10 by 9. So so the length and the width are correct, but the height is 4 inches.
Oh, okay. I can accommodate that. I bought these boxes special for your boxes now, dude. So I'm like, crap. I should have bought them an inch taller, I guess. Actually, I kind of lucked out because I bought 12 by 10 by 3.
Is this the Embrace 2 stream? Crazy Mad, if you want me to get in on the Embrace 2 and really start working on it, this is the campaign to fund. Because let me tell you, man, if we're able to push past the final stretch goal on this, I will have enough money to get Dean really started on the Embrace 2. The script is almost done. I have kind of gotten over my creative hump for it that I was having, and I'm working on the last few pages of the book. I am hoping to have the Embrace 2 first draft to Lee to edit here next week.
Crazy Mad, you're lucky that after the Embrace, he didn't just say, "Oh, chuck it. This is too much work. I don't want to do comics."
Well, Crazy Mad says that he was going to go back Fizz, and that's fair. He's apparently on a whole other level than me. So, whatever. I've only put out 4 books in 3 years and have like dozens of IP waiting in the shadow. But he states that I might be on his level. Maybe. Potentially.
Maybe. Okay.
Anyways, moving on. The tears.
The tears. They're like the ones flowing from my eyes here because I'm laughing so hard at this. This is the feature tier. This is the nice little collector set with the book in a box with other books. Your Elysian Fields, the last 2 books you did with them, which is number 0.
And they've both been remastered. So they have the new colors. We remastered the 0 issue during the Embrace campaign, and we're remastering Pyramid Gambit. This was initially going to be mainly focused on that. We weren't really getting the traction. We had a lot of our old backers kind of reach out to me and be like, this is really cool, but I already have this book. I already have the story. I'm good. And so I needed something to, spice things up a bit. And I really, really wanted to make sure that we were able to bring people back, but we needed that, and that was SPQR, and it has done wonders. We're only 72% funded now, but this campaign has had over 1,000 views.
Yeah,
in its short time.
Now, are all of these items available?
Oh snap! I think we just sold another. I think we just got a new backer. Let's see.
Well, let's reload and see here, because this would be from 2620 to, drum roll please, 2980. That's not a backer. That is like mega backing.
That he got the yes, I am a JoJo reference here. I love you, Arrogant Ape. You're the best, man.
This brings up our shake and bake moment, Michael. I love getting to play these during the show because it goes like this.
It's shake and bake, and I help.
So thank you for helping this campaign. Do appreciate you. Wow, 2980. That's
We are so close.
$620. $620 away from making this happen. Yeah, very sweet. So what I was asking was, are all of these little individual things, are they available as add-ons?
No.
Okay.
So like that's the whole thing. Is this is the whole point is this is the package of elite culture. It gets you. It's a unique thing. It gets you all of the pinups from the previous campaigns. Now the T-shirt is available as an add-on for everything, and you can even just purchase the T-shirt if you want that as well. And obviously, the books I have now made available to make sure that, like, if you purchase a book of like SPQR, you can get the Elysian Fields pack, which gets you Zero and Pyramid Gambit all together, or you can get the Embrace if you missed out on the Embrace. But as far as like the metal print and the 3 mini prints and what have you, those are not available as add-ons.
That only comes with the boxed set.
Yes.
All right. And that's the only set that's got the box in it too.
Yes.
We're not gonna be dicking around with this box has this and this box has that now, right? I mean,
RJ's just like, please don't make my job hard on fulfillment. Please don't make my job hard on fulfillment. I don't need another Embrace. I don't need it.
If I can't do it in this sleep,
so many gray hairs.
Yeah. Oh, well, I pulled them all out. Every campaign is a fun campaign. This one's just had its challenges, and none of them were really insurmountable. They just weren't something we could fix quickly because we're dealing with international shipping inbound, and people don't like to wait. I get it. I bought something, I want it. I get upset if I got to wait 3 days for something I bought off Walmart.com.
And I think that people are fine waiting. It's just a matter of proper communication. And that's been Comics Mate say, did somebody say Embrace? A few times actually. Just a few times. Yeah. So like that's the whole thing. Is it was, the important thing with when you're having all of these issues on the fulfillment angle is just to let people know every single time. And RJ can attest to this. Every single time I get a comment on the campaign asking me, hey, so this is my backer number. I was wondering if you could check into it. RJ gets 3 missed calls. It goes, oh, I guarantee you I know who this is. And I go, yeah, so I need you to check in on backer so-and-so. This is their backer number. And let me know what's going on with that. And if you can get a hold of it, fast track that shit now.
Yes. So basically what you just told everybody is that if they all send you a message, then you'll priority ship everybody's book.
God damn it.
See,
Trade secret review.
You're training them to all reach out to you individually. You'll be overwhelmed now.
Probably.
No, but it's been fun. I will be glad to get them out of the room so that I can make space for new books. So I can make space for SPQR, which will be happening. We don't have a date on this one yet.
What I will tell you is this: if everything goes according to plan, we will be beginning fulfillment in June.
Fantastic, because there are some stuff on this campaign that I want. And we'll be showing that. I want the book now. I mean, I don't even know JoJo, but having seen the artwork in here, I'm like, oh yeah, this rocks. I'm all happy for this. Look at this.
It is very good.
Darling of Venus, Julius Caesar approaches the Rubicon River on the border of Cisalpine Gaul and Italy. Yes, Gallia est omnes in partem tres. Gaul is all divided into 3 parts, and I still have my copy of the Gallic Wars. By Caesar.
It's a good book. Do you want to know what Caesar's stand name is?
Yes.
De Bello.
Of war.
De Bello Gallica, De Bello Civili. Caesar's Commentaries. His commentaries
No.
on war. De Bello.
Yes. Of the war. That's or something similar to that. I love it.
You're welcome. Your little classicist just went and enjoy.
Yes.
Pompey's stand is called De Republica for Cicero's. Yeah, you're welcome, world.
Yeah, my Latin teacher had a turkey as a pet named Cicero. I don't know why. Had a pet turkey.
Maybe he was an eloquent balker. I don't know.
He must have been. The book. We go down a couple of tiers here before we actually get to the titular title here. $10. That's it. $10 plus the shipping, which is going to be minimal. Everybody's throwing their Latin out. Semper ubi sub ubi. It's also funny to say in Latin. Always something under something, but I can't remember. Never mind. Always wear underwear. Yeah, I forgot all my prepositions for a moment there. But Heroenberg is the encyclopedic wrench of the channel.
I'm aware, Heroenberg. I'm just commentary doesn't sound nearly as good as De Bello.
Yeah. It's interesting that bello is in its masculine form means war, but when you put it into its feminine form, bella, it means beauty.
Yeah.
So
they romanticize war. I literally gave like a little lecture on this, probably to Dean too. I gave one recently about how Roman culture has this marriage between the concepts of love and war, and they're repeating themes in their mythology. Like rape is the construct of rape in Roman culture is a pivotal thing. A good chunk of massive events in Roman history and the myth of formation revolve around that as a construct, and it is this union between love and lust and war, and they have this very big romanticization of it.
Yeah, you had the rape of the Sabine women, the rape of Proserpina,
rape of Lucretia.
And whenever you see these sculptures and these paintings, well, the drawings or whatever, it's not like a back alley hand over your mouth beating you up rape. It's always this just a heavy seduction kind of thing. So yeah, they did romanticize it, bastards. And they impacted our language forever. And they gendered our language. Shame on them.
But
so $10, get the book. $20, get the Embrace.
Yeah.
I'm only seeing the James Dean cover.
Yes, it is just the main cover of the book. If you missed out on the cool shit from the launch campaign, that's on you.
Thank you. One cover. You had two different books that were here, and because we were back filling Elysian Fields as well, and the very first day I'm like, Elysian Fields #0, Elysian Fields, Pyramid Gambit, and I had to call you because I said they both say Elysian Fields, neither one says number anything, neither one has a subtitle. What am I doing?
Yeah, it's okay. Pyramid Gambit's on the new cover. You won't have that problem anymore.
Cool. Thank you. Oh man, it's not just you, by the way. Every campaign has these kind of issues on it. I'm like, okay, you got 5 covers here, and you said this one's the the Smith Brothers cover. Nobody signed anything. What's what? There's no signature on this. Speaking of Pyramid Gambit, it's right here.
Yep, that is the remaster,
and it's remastered.
Pyramid Gambit.
Why did you feel you needed to remaster it? Was it just wasn't up to snuff when you saw it, or
no? It was. So this is the whole thing. I listened to my audience. I listen to their feedback and I listen to it carefully. And I have, as a general, a rule where if I have 10 people make the same criticism about the same thing, it's something that needs to be fixed. And so effectively, it was everyone really liked the book, but they felt that the color work, while not bad, was flat.
Yeah.
And the line art could be brought to a whole other level if I brought on a dedicated colorist. And so I remastered the Zero issue as a test, and in all seriousness, night and day. Like if you scroll down on the campaign, you get to see like the original colors of the book versus the new colors. So like that is when everything was done by Marcelo. So lines and color were done by Marcelo.
Okay.
And then scroll down, and this is what Avery does to it.
Oh yeah, this looks very much like the line work looks like coloring book like in its thick lines and not much detail seen. Here you've got the shading. This is much
the
better.
intensity is at a whole other level.
Oh yeah,
but
I worth it. Totally worth it.
And so like that was the whole thing, is that we did it initially with the Zero issue and people were blown away. The people saw what we did and it was just like, holy crap, this is on a whole other level. And so I figured that before we go and make the third Elysian Fields, because the script for that is done. It is fully completed. I finished that months ago. We should probably have Pyramid Gambit updated as well.
Now, the Elysian Fields, this is another Roman mythology reference here, because that was a place in Hades, or rather in the underworld, so Elysian Fields.
So the way that Elysian Fields work is that it's effectively Mortal Kombat with heroes of mythology from all across the world. And so the way that the whole thing with Elysian Fields is our protagonist is Achilles. And in the Zero issue, you see the death of Achilles, and then you see him kind of go into a paradise in his afterlife. But then he gets brought to this arena to fight in what is called the Abyssal Tournament of Champions. And so he is among a team of 3 Greek heroes, him, Theseus, and Heracles, fighting on behalf of Hades so that Hades can restore his place as ruler of the underworld. And they are clashing against the mythologies of different cultures and religions across the planet.
Yeah. I know some of the mythology was Greek. The Romans stole it, or vice versa, because
the Romans based a lot, there are some genuine Roman traditional mythological characters like Janus, Vesta, and everything like that.
Yeah.
But their core pantheon was, I don't want to say stolen from the Greeks, but was based on the Greek pantheon. You have to, something that doesn't get taught a lot in history classes in like lower, like in high school and everything like that, is that Greece was not especially fertile. And so they actually made a good deal of their wealth by establishing colonies across the Mediterranean. And one of the most prominent areas that they set up camp was in Sicily and in the lower part of the boot in Greece. So Greek culture had a heavy influence on the formation of Italy.
Yeah, I had a story way back. I got to dig it out now. But basically modern times, and the guy named Harry Cleese, Harry Cleese was actually who you think he might be. And some bimbo was talking, Hercules with him, and he's like saying, he's looking at a constellation. He's like, yeah, that was the Nemean lion, Heracles fought him. And she's like, didn't they call him Hercules? He's like, nobody called him that. I was making fun of the whole, they changed his name around in the Roman stuff. He's like, no, nobody called him that.
No.
But yeah, Heracles still alive.
Yes.
I gotta work on that now. Now I've got to. I'm just finishing up. And I know I'm talking about my stuff instead of your stuff, which is wasting your time. I do that sometimes.
It's all good.
I just finished up
You're
today.
entitled to waste at least a little bit of my.
I just finished today the final layouts for The Devil You Know Better. So we got everybody's stories in, all the kerning is done, all the repagination's done. I saved it as a PDF, and I've done it 17 times now, because no matter what I do, the special embedded font that I need to have in here for the titles and the book title itself doesn't carry over to the PDF, and it's pissing me off. So I'm going to have to hire somebody to like convert this to PDF and embed the font. Microsoft 365 does not work as well as the, have your own copy of Word used to do, because it's the same font I had for the previous book, and that transferred just fine. I know all about embedding the font.
You got to highlight Arrogant Apes comment. He just put up.
The Greek trees. Yeah, Pistophet trees. Yeah, he was a great lumberjack, I thought.
Yeah, Bane of the arbors.
The best thing the Greeks gave us was fraternities. I myself was a member of I Felt a Thigh when I was in college.
But yeah,
bad joke. So I'm just going to look at the tiers here now, because we get bigger pictures. Elysian Fields Remaster holofoil, new cover, but holofoil. So I'll figure that one out easily enough.
Well, this is a limited one, and I think the way that it would be handled is I would probably handle the fulfillment on that, because I would be signing these.
Oh, lava foil cover. What's lava foil?
The lava is a foil pattern, and when I did the initial 0 issue, we had a holofoil cover, and we used the lava as a pattern, and the way that it ripples across, like the way the pattern ripples across the page, really looks beautiful with like the bright yellows and golds.
Yeah, and
makes it look like everything's on fire. It's beautiful.
I wish there was a way to show that, like an animated GIF.
Yeah, I know, right? I did my best to take a picture of it where like the light is reflecting off of it, so you can kind of see the ripples there, but like it doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. It's absolutely beautiful.
I can still get the effect of it though.
Yeah.
Oh, holy cow! I just realized his helmet is so shiny. There are people reflected in it from the fourth wall side of the book.
Yeah, that was what I really wanted to do with the cover. Is there's a sequence between Achilles and Patroclus when they're in the underworld, and I wanted that to be reflected in his helmet, so that you have him in his kit, but like what he really wants is to be at peace. This is more in line with the version of Achilles in the Odyssey. Like he's still got a bit of that Achilles from the Iliad in there. He's still got that anger, that rage that he's known for, but he's reluctantly part of this tournament. He's really only doing it because of what Hades is offering him.
I want a side-scrolling Street Fighter version of Elysian Fields now.
That you are not the first person to say that.
If you missed the embrace, $20, get it here.
Yep.
If you want the T-shirt, it's $25 here. And
beautiful booty juice art colored by Paul Billick, our series colorist.
And it's got the embrace logo on the back, or is the picture on the back?
Picture is on the back. Front has the logo.
Got it. And then this. Yes. Why is this not blowing up the internet?
I know. We've got a lot of people that are like, I'm gonna get that plushie, and they're just waiting till payday.
I'm gonna get that plushie, and I'm a 55-year-old dude, and I'm buying a plushie.
It's adorable, and it's big. He's 18 inches.
Yeah.
Like, to put that in perspective, that is 6 inches short of 2 feet.
Yeah. So like if you put the comic book in front of him, his middle hands here would be at the top supporting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's taller than the comic book. So
Yes,
wow.
absolutely.
I know people who are going to hit you up about where you got this done because everybody wants to do plushies now. Somebody was wanting to do plushie today, and I can't remember who it was. And I'm like, well, you know, you can talk to him, see where you got it done at. And then the $250 "Yes, I Am a JoJo" reference. So explain this one, because this one takes some details.
I actually have it written out there pretty well. There is, you too can gain stando power by purchasing this tier. A fully colored commission will be made to turn you into a JoJo stand user. The commission will then be used as your personal cover of a special edition of the book. Tier comes with an A4 sized print of your commission, your JoJo cover, and a normal cover of the book.
So that's a print and 2 copies of the book.
Yeah.
A single one-off print. That's expensive, dude.
Not really. It's like 40 cents.
Really?
Yeah.
So just change. Well, I guess it's just changing out the cover for a setup. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's like when I told people that, they're like, wouldn't that get expensive? It's like, no, most printers are fine with you so long as you provide the print, like so long as it's still the same print file, and like it's the same print file as our special as the pre-launch edition of the book. It's just it's not the Louis Figueroa, the Inkart Louis color. I always mess up that guy's last name. I stick to his handle.
So how many people have taken this? I got to scroll up now and take a look because
we're so close.
Way up here. 2. So you're only doing 5 of it.
We're only doing 5. And I have a third. They're putting money together. They're doing it as a gift for one of their friends. And
that would be a great gift if you got a JoJo fan in your life.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's not even just you get the print, that is your cover of the book.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome. What a great like when I had that idea, I was just like, this is brilliant. People will want this.
So you got to send in your picture, obviously, to get drawn off.
You send me the references. We send in the references of everything that you want from like personal likeness. It's not really going to look all that much like you. It's going to be like
it's going to look like a JoJo.
It's going to look like it's going to look like an Iraqi character. But like we'll make sure that it's individualized, obviously. But the big things are like choose a pose. Like JoJo characters have these like ridiculous poses and everything like that. What do you want your stand to be? Tell us what you want your stand's power to be. Like, tell us some personal traits about you, and we'll figure out a way to create a cool stand. That'll be what we do.
That is unique. I mean, this is more unique than the sketch cover because it's like actually printed and it's you on the cover. You've got some stretch goals here. 3,600 is, of course, funding goal. But
there
as soon
are
as you
two
hit that,
funding goals. So we initially had this one down a little bit further on the campaign. And we got some feedback. And so I didn't want to get rid of it as a stretch goal because when people got the Embrace in those printed poly mailer bags, it added a whole other level to the experience. Like seriously, people would see people got that in the mail and they're like, "Oh shit, I know what this is." And it built up the anticipation. It was great and everything like that. And so I knew that I really wanted to keep that. And they all we lucked out when we came in. We were we were the second people.
One of the first 5. Yes.
Yeah. We were within the first 5 people to sign up with RJ. And so he did that for us pro bono as a way to say thank you for investing in him. But they are expensive to do. So I wanted it to be a stretch goal. So it's going to be the funding goal. But what we also have as the funding goal, for the funding goal B, is this beautiful bastard.
Y'all
and I'm
need weed.
so mad because mine didn't get here today, but Mo got his. Is the Mo Biggs's tier mug, and yes, we intentionally made a second G on the mug. And so I had our series artist turn Mo Biggs into a JoJo stand user with AR-15 orangutan as his stand.
Nice.
And I asked him what he'd want this caricature to say, and so it says y'all need weebhab.
Yeah.
And so Mo is also the stand user that is Mo also has a wrench in his hand. You can actually look at the art in a better detail in the update. Yeah. So this will become available as a tier the moment that we hit our funding goal, and there will also be a special add-on only available with the mug.
So you will sell this if you fund.
Yes.
Nice. I get you. 6,200. You're going to turn DeBello into a chibi. Oh, come on.
Yes. So there are going to be more stretch goals put up here soon. That's why there's a massive gap. But I've been talking to a few people, and we're getting stretch goals put together. And there might even be an additional one to what we're planning, because I had somebody see the campaign today, and I was like, dude, how do I do a cover for your book? I need to do a cover for your book. And like, this guy's awesome. And was looking through his gallery, and he does like paintings and everything. And he straight up has video tutorials on how to draw JoJo characters. And so I'm just like I don't know about a cover for the book, but like we could do like a print or something. So like we're going to be figuring all that out and what have you. But that'll probably be a stretch goal as well. But the big one here is at 8,000, we will be adding a 7-page Awe. So, in JoJo,
for all you OG CG, that's how you say hail.
Well, and that's the funny thing is, when the stands fight, they generally call out something. So like Jotaro in Stardust Crusaders, his stand, Star Platinum, screams Aura when he's punching shit. And Dio's stand says Muda, which is Japanese for worthless.
Okay.
So in part 4 of JoJo, Golden Wind, this character Giorno Giovanna, who is the son of Dio Brando, the villain from Stardust Crusaders, has a sequence called the 7-page Muda, where it's literally just 7 full-page spreads of Giorno and his stand pummeling the shit out of a bad guy. Yes, he does. Convince him to buy.
Or buy one for him.
Yeah, or buy one for him. Sure, why not? And so if we hit 8K, an additional 7 pages will be brought into SPQR, and it will literally just be 7 additional pages of Julius Caesar and his stand de Bello pummeling Pompey's face in, filling the page up with Awe like this.
Nice. Very cool. 10,000, it's a secret. You're going to have more stretch goals.
Yep. Dean's going to be really happy with that. So Dean's going to be really happy with that stretch goal.
I want you guys to hit it. I try to share this out every once in a while, on top of everybody else's campaigns that we help promote. I'm in a position where it's like, I used to review books, and now I'm like, I can't review books that I'm promoting because I've got a vested interest. Doesn't feel right. So if I don't put up a review of your book, folks, and you've been, promoting through me, distributing, that's why I'm trying to, recuse myself of stuff. I'll talk about how great it is on stream, but which sucks because I've got a nice stack of books that I need to be reading. All right, that takes us through everything. I'm going to refresh it one more time. You probably would have known already. I'm sure you're refreshing like crazy on your side anyway.
Been refreshing. I've just been focusing on shooting the shit. I've been having a good time.
See, if I was this close to
had a massive jump to like thank you so much, Arrogant Ape, getting that Joe. I am a JoJo reference tier is awesome, and I really appreciate it, man. You're the best. Yeah, I've lost track of how many times Arrogant Ape has backed. He's backed fucking everything. He's backed. I think he's backed like both of the secret tiers. I think he backed the one the box of elite culture. He's just been going nuts, man. I like every single time I add something new, Arrogant Ape goes, yes, another opportunity to spend.
So that's what you got to do. You just got to add a tier every day with something new on it.
At this point, just like create Arrogant Ape obligatory day tier.
Yeah, it's like we're close. I'm gonna put a $620 tier up there.
Arrogant Ape's just giggling in the chat.
Oh man. Well, Michael, we've gone well over the hour, but that's it's been worth it, I think. Is there anything about this book that I haven't covered yet? Anything I haven't asked about that you want to make sure people know about? A lot of stuff in this.
Every backer of this campaign gets an A4 size print of the Inkart Louis piece that's right there.
The video piece still is here.
Yeah. Nice. So every backer gets one of those. This campaign has been a lot of fun to put together. As I said at the beginning of the stream, the art for the book is completely done. We are going through, and the lettering is well underway, and I am hoping to have a working print file ready to ship out ready to go to a printer and get some proofs done for both the special edition with a wraparound holofoil cover and the main book. So that's like it. And the only other thing that needs to be produced is the Elysian Fields remaster, and that won't take long either. Like, this campaign, unlike sadly the Embrace, should have a very, 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 very fast turnaround. I am hoping to get books out to people by June.
Much smoother to fulfill. Not much smoother than the Embrace. I was saying it's much smoother to finish a campaign up when you've already got everything finished before you launch or near launch. People like to know that I'm investing in something I'm getting this year sometime.
Yeah, no kidding. And this is going to be a very exciting year for Nine Realms. All I will say is that I have around 5 projects that I have in my sleeve right now that are in active development. One of them is one that everyone knows. But the rest of them I've kept under wraps pretty tightly. There are very few people that know about them. And if I have it my way, you will be getting them all this year.
Sweet. You can only run so many Indiegogos in a year. I mean, they don't let you double up, but
Indiegogo. I've seen people like Mike Murphy ran like 4 campaigns in 1 year.
Oh well, yeah, in 1 year. But you can't have 2 Indiegogos funding at the same time. So.
No. But what I am looking at doing is some of these projects are smaller. And so what I am planning on doing is, rather than launching a campaign for a single book, I will launch a campaign for 2 to 3 small books.
Oh, kind of like the long shots.
Yeah, except
9 books, but yeah,
And
I
all
think
of
that's
them
what we're going
brand
to see
new
more of
IP.
too. Yeah, I think we're going to see more multiple book kind of campaigns. You're going to get, the first Silverline does that too.
Yeah.
They'll have like two titles up every time, and they're flip books as well. So you can actually get 4 titles. But see what else. I think whatever it was I was going to ask has totally slipped my mind now.
It's all good.
Well, yeah. I was talking about you can't have more than one campaign funding at the same time, because I was like getting ready to do a crowdfund myself, because this book that I'm finishing up, we're going to crowdfund a special edition of it, which is going to be signed by Mike Barron and Hart Fisher, who are both contributors to the book.
That's awesome.
So we're just gonna fund it, kind of like offset. We're publishing the book regardless, and it'll be a flexible goal. Where basically, if you ordered it and you're the only one who ordered it, you're going to get it. Just trying to offset some of the printing costs that come with publishing a book, because
Completely get that.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, and I wanted to kick it up, but I'm like, oh crap, I have to wait till Pedro Eng's book finishes up, because we're hosting the funding for that one. So it's under Critical Blast, because he's in Panama, and you can't hold an Indiegogo when you're in Panama or South America, because drug money and laundering and stuff like that. So and probably a valid reason for why the country doesn't let Indiegogo happen. Very easy to get around that. You hire somebody to run your campaign.
Accurate.
I'm not the first person to do it. Anyhow, Michael, thank you so much for bringing SPQR's Bizarre Adventures on here. I can't wait to see what you do with the rest of the Roman leadership and carry this forward, as well as the history, the future of the Embrace, more Elysian Fields. You're a very busy writer, very busy creator, keeping a lot of artists employed.
You have no idea.
and they all appreciate you. So
Yes.
With that, I'd like to say thank you to everybody in the chat. Always appreciate you being here, because let's face it, I don't have a show if you're not out there watching it. So I'd be that proverbial tree falling in the wood, still dead, but just quietly. And as always, we just hope you had a blast. Good night, everybody.